a continuation of the email series that I started leading to my program Clowning Our Lives, starting on May 29th. I presented to you in the last 2 emails the situation. First, why I do what I do and why you should know about it. And second, what's up with us humans. And in those 2 emails, what I was trying to do is to paint a picture where you could kind of come back and say, wow, this is where I am. I'm in a place where my life is not really going the way I would like to. Probably I tried some other things and it just seemed to continue to be that way. I feel like my emotions continue to run my life. I don't have a hold of them. I feel like I also don't get results, or at least the results I would like. I get some results, but maybe not the ones that I would like. And I'm feeling like stuck, right? So one of the solutions that I propose is to do this program, Clowning Our Lives. Great. So what is Clowning Our Lives? Clowning Our Lives, first of all, is a 12-week small group coaching. It's a small group because it's only 6 people. And I can tell you later why only 6 people. And why clowning? Clowning, I realized it's a way to get in touch with you, with the essence of who we are. And with that, get to see a lot of ourselves, a lot of how we deal with things and how we think and all our idiosyncrasies. A hard word to say for me. And it helps us see more clearly. And why is it more clearly? Because somewhat it's not us specifically, but somewhat we disassociate with. We get to see it almost in front of us. When we put the red nose on, there is another, almost like another dimension that we enter, and then we can connect and get in, stay in touch with some of the things that we believe inside and that are actually, making the life that we have. So when we see it in the clown, it's easier for us to see, oh, this is what is happening. This is what is happening for me. These are, you get to see emotions that you didn't even know you had. And you even get to see this really rooted beliefs that we have that we had no idea we did. So when we can see that, then like they said, awareness is like a light. You get to see in that darkness of ignorance of why my life is the way it is. So, and the other most important thing is that it's like doing coaching but fun. Because a lot of the time what happens is that you get to laugh. You get to laugh a lot. Other people laugh. And because it's so human and we just see what it is. And it's much lighter. It's much, it's like I can work with this. I can work with this. So next thing, why clowning? And if you've never done clowning, you probably don't even know what it is. One thing is red nose. Have you seen a red nose? Great. That's clowning. Then you can tell me, whoa, no, but clowning is circus. I used to believe that. When the person that introduced me to clown told me, oh, you should do clowning,
I was like, no way. No way. I'm like, first of all, I was doing theater at the time. And I was like, I'm a serious actress. I don't do that thing.
And then my friend told me, well, I think you really don't know what clowning is. Clearly, I did not know. And she told me, for me, it's my spiritual practice. And I thought, what? this silly thing be your spiritual practice? I couldn't think that there was nothing, even serious about it. But I did trust my friend enough. I knew she wasn't going to tell me something that it was not the case. So I became really curious and I signed up for a clown program. And I realized that, yes, there is the circus clown, which I don't find funny. If you don't find it, I understand you completely because I don't find it funny either. But I realized that it has a lot to do with being able to see yourself. It's really, you only know it when you do it. So I can try to explain it, but I'll do my best. But when you put the red nose on and you find your clown, because by the way, we all have our own clowns, all of us. When we get in touch with that, you could say mode of being, way of being, everything becomes so big and it's a very curious state. It's a state that doesn't assume anything, even almost as if you don't know anything. There are some exercises that we will do where you find something, for example,
this pen. Right.
When I have the nose on, sometimes we don't need the nose, but it's just a state. You can look at this and you can go, you have no idea what this is. Yes, of course I can tell you it's a pen and it's for writing. What are you talking about? Okay. But when we open ourselves to this new thing, we can say, wow, what is this? You get in touch with the other senses. You start like touching it, maybe smelling it, tasting it, like anything. You can start connecting with another way of being. And yes, you could say, oh, well, whatever, what am I going to do with that? The fact that you get to do it with a pen, for example, is the attitude to say, wow, I actually really don't know. Because if we come to say, we don't really know anything about anything. Yes, you can say, well, whatever. Wait a minute, my name is Mary Miguez. I know that. I live in this house. I know that. It is cloudy outside. I know that. Yes, at the same time, if we were to be true to ourselves, the actual state is that we don't know. And that is not a bad thing in a way. It's like, because we don't know, when we do this exercise of like, what is this? Of looking at something with this, from this point of view of like, wow, this is amazing. What is it? What is it for? And I can invent ways for this to be something else. So when we can do that, then we can do it in our lives. We can see a situation that we have and we really don't know. So what it opens me up to different situations, to different possibilities. And instead of just being close to one thing. Now you're going to say, so what? Yes, I can do your 12-week small online group program with clowning. And so what? What does that give me? Like, do I get in touch with my emotions now? For example, do I have better results in my life? I'm just not going to be stuck anymore. Okay, sure, you could say that. At the same time, I will say it's an opening. It's a door that you will open in these 3 months, 12 sessions to yourself. This is what we're going to do in those 12 weeks. Week by week, we're going to incrementally work with being more and more in touch with ourselves, with our emotions. We're going to do it with playing and with a lot of reflection. And that's why we do it in a group, because the clown needs the audience. So you are here working, and there's a contact, there's a communication that happens with the audience. So that's why we all get to work with each other, and we all get to be audience for each other. So by the end of these 12 weeks, what you're going to know for sure is you're going to learn to recognize your emotions, and you're going to learn to recognize what does it do for you, and what do you want to do with them, because it's your decision at the end of the day. The thing is, like, the first thing is to be able to know them, and with this work we are going to get to know our emotions. The other thing is that then after, we can cut this part. Hold on, what I was going to say. Yes. So once we get to know what our emotions are, then we get to choose. And the other thing is that when we do clowning, we start noticing this is who we are, and we learn to accept ourselves the way we are. Because in clowning, nothing is wrong. Nothing. You can do an exercise and you can react exactly the way you react. And you're also going to learn that all the conditioning that we have, because when we do an exercise, at first, it's not very easy to let the clown actually react. It's all our conditioning that comes in first. So, and it could be a little frustrating, but the more we do it, the closer we're going to get to actually feel what the clown feels. And then what are we doing with that? We get to translate it into our own life. We get to notice when it's happening, when something is happening, when we get a reaction from somebody, and you can go, whoa, that was my clown. And notice that you have a choice. What do you want to do? Because I bet in the state that most of us are, choice doesn't seem to be a choice. So, yes, that's kind of what you could expect in these 12 weeks.